The graduation message I texted the family group chat at 8:04 a.m. My graduation's on Saturday. Hope you can make it. A full minute of silence. Then my sister replied, "We'll be in Hawaii, maybe next time." Seconds later, my mother added, "Don't make this about you." I typed one word, "Understood." Then I put my phone face down and watched the message bubble fade to gray. That was Tuesday. By Saturday night, my name was on the news, and Hawaii was the last thing on their minds. It began weeks before, the silence, the kind that hums beneath ordinary life, the kind that follows you into sleep and waits for you to wake. My mother had started avoiding eye contact. My sister's laughter around me sounded forced, distant, choreographed. They moved through the house as if rehearsing a lie. I used to think paranoia was a sickness. Now I know it's intuition sharpened by neglect. There were things they didn't want me to see. Whispered calls behind closed doors. Conversations that ended the second I entered a room. And the name, Eli. I heard it once, whispered between them. My father's old friend. The one who'd been there for Mom after the divorce. That night I searched her photos. In one, Hawaii, last year, she stood on a cliff with Eli's arm resting over her shoulder. My sister took the picture. They both smiled like they were keeping a secret between them. I remember closing the app, staring into the dark reflection on my phone screen, and knowing, somewhere deep, cold and ancient, that it wasn't just about the man, it was about me. I didn't sleep much after that. Silence became my weapon. I checked phone logs, email recoveries, bank records. Every search opened another layer of deceit. A shared account, frequent transfers, plane tickets, 2 names. Leela Kadir, Eli Naveen. Departing the same days my sister claimed family trips. And then, one file hidden deep in my mother's cloud backup. A letter draft. Never sent. He still thinks the scholarship came from the university, when it was really Eli. We had to do it or he'd never make it. That was me. I reread it, again and again. The words started to rearrange themselves into something sharper. They hadn't just lied. They had rewritten my life, deciding who I'd become, what I'd owe, what truths I'd never know. I didn't confront them then. I simply started collecting. Every lie deserves documentation. Graduation week arrived like a ceremony of decay. My gown hung by the mirror, untouched. I knew they wouldn't come, but I sent the text anyway. Bait, not invitation. I wanted to see how fast indifference could travel through blood. Their replies came. Predictable. Empty. The kind of casual cruelty that people like to call family dynamics. My chest felt hollow, but my mind was clear. I finished what I'd been building. A drive containing every file, every message, every bank statement. A story written not in words, but in proof. Then I sent it. To the university board, to the local paper, to Eli's wife. All from an anonymous address, time-stamped with precision. When the news broke that night, my name wasn't mentioned, only their names. A mother and daughter caught in financial misconduct. Unauthorized scholarship funds traced to personal accounts, transactions hidden beneath forged documents. A retired family friend implicated. The photos surfaced, the trips, the texts. Hawaii was canceled. Their smiles dissolved into statements and denials. I watched from my apartment, muted television, city lights flickering against my reflection. Their faces looked smaller on screen, like strangers trying to mimic remorse. My sister called first. I let it ring. Then my mother tried. Her voice left a message I didn't play. I just stared at the phone until the battery died. The following morning, my doorbell rang. I opened it to find my mother on the threshold, hair unwashed, eyes red, the smell of perfume failing to hide panic. She didn't speak right away, just looked at me, as if words might be forgiven if held long enough in silence. "I don't know how you could do this," she whispered finally. I smiled faintly. "You taught me." She flinched. "We were helping you. Everything we did was for you," I finished for her. "I know. That's the problem." She stepped closer. "You've destroyed us." I shook my head slowly. "No, you destroyed yourselves. I just turned the lights on." Her mouth opened, then closed. The silence between us filled with all the years of manipulation she thought I never noticed. I watched the realization crawl across her face, the understanding that I wasn't the weak one anymore. Her voice cracked. "Why now?" I looked past her, toward the morning light creeping across the hallway floor. "Because Saturday is my graduation," I said, "and I wanted you to finally see what I've learned." Then I closed the door. There's a strange quiet that follows exposure. It's not relief, not peace, just a kind of emptiness that feels earned. By evening, the story had spread beyond the paper. Comments, interviews, investigations. Their world was unraveling, and for once, I didn't feel small beneath it. I walked to the mirror, adjusted the collar of my gown, and pinned the medal to my chest myself. No applause, no photographs, just silence. But it was mine this time. Later, as I passed the television again, I saw the headline scroll one last time. "Family Financial Fraud Exposed on Graduation Day." I switched it off. Some people wait their whole lives to be understood. Others learn that silence speaks louder when truth finally takes its place. I didn't need them there. I didn't need their approval, or their pride, or their guilt. What I needed was to end the illusion. And I did. That night, as the city drifted into darkness, I checked my phone one last time. The group chat still sat there, silent, unread. I typed a message. "Thank you for teaching me how to disappear." Then I deleted the thread. No trace, no history, no family. Just me, and the quiet hum of vindication.